Have you ever walked into a room full of people and still felt completely alone? You smile, you nod, you say the right things, but somehow it never becomes a real connection. And then you start asking yourself, what is wrong with me? Why is it so easy for others? Why does making friends feel like climbing a mountain? Today we are not going to give surface level advice like just be confident, just talk more, just put yourself out there. No. Today we are going deeper because the real reason people struggle to make friends is psychological. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. The first wound is fear of rejection. The human brain is wired for belongingness. From an evolutionary perspective, being rejected by the tribe meant death. So when you approach someone new, your brain doesn't think, oh, maybe they won't like me. Your nervous system thinks danger. Your palms sweat, your heart races. You overanalyze every word you say. And here's the tragic thing. The fear of rejection make you act in a ways that create rejection. You become guarded. You become less expressive. You don't reveal your real thought. And people cannot connect to a mask. They can only connect to what is real. The hidden belief, I am not enough. Most adults who struggle socially are not socially incapable. They are emotionally wounded. Somewhere in childhood, they were criticized too much, compared constantly, emotionally ignored or bullied. And the child concluded, there must be something wrong with me. That belief becomes unconscious programming. So now even when someone is neutral, you interpret it as a rejection. They reply late, you interpret it. They don't like me. They seem quiet, you interpret I said something stupid. They cancel once and you interpret as I'm not important. You are not reacting to the present, you are reacting to the old memories. Third is social media distortion. Let's talk about the modern epidemic. We are more connected than ever and lonelier than ever. Why? Because we compare our behind the scene reality to everyone else's highlighted reel. You see groups laughing on Instagram, trips, birthday, friend circles, and your brain whispers, everyone belongs except you. But you don't see, half of those friendships are surface level. Many of those people feel lonely too. Some of those smiles are performative. Social media increases perceived social comparison and perceived social rejection, and perception becomes emotional truth. Fourth, the vulnerability paradox. Real friendship requires vulnerability, but vulnerability feels dangerous. To make a friend, you must reveal something real. Your fears, your opinions, your weird humor, your dreams. If you were once shamed for being yourself, your brain learned hide to survive. So you stay pleasant, polite, agreeable, and not authentic. Here's the paradox. The more you try to be likable, the less emotionally visible you become. And invisibility kills connection. Number 5. Overthinking is a social self-sabotage. After a conversation, do you replay it? Why did I say that? I should have said something smarter. Did they think I was awkward? This is called post-event processing. It's common in social anxiety. Your brain tries to protect you by analyzing mistakes, but it doesn't realize connection doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. People don't remember your exact words. They remember how they felt around you. And when you are trapped in your head, you are not fully present with them. Number 6. Trauma and attachment styles. Let's go even deeper. If you grew up with inconsistent love, sometimes warmth, sometimes withdrawal, you may develop anxious attachment. Crave connection but fear abandonment, so you either clinch too tightly or pull away first. If you grew up emotionally neglected, you may develop avoidant attachment. You tell yourself, I don't need anyone, but the truth, you learn that needing people was unsafe, and so friendship feels exhausting because intimacy activates old pain. 7. The identity trap. Some people struggle with friendship because they have built an identity around being independent. I don't need friends, I work better alone. People are drama. Often, that identity is protection. It protects you from disappointment. It also protects you from belonging. And humans are not designed for isolation. Loneliness is not weakness. It's a biological signal, like hunger. Number 8. The energy mirror principle. Here's something powerful. People mirror emotional energy. If you approach someone thinking, they won't like me, your body language closes, your tone shifts, your eyes hesitates. They unconsciously feel that tension and they mirror the distance. Then you say, see, I knew it. But you were reacting to your own projection. Your belief created the behavior that created the outcome. That is psychological, self-fulfilling prophecy. Number 9. The real reason it feels hard. Making friends as adult is hard because we no longer have built-in environments. School forced proximity, college created shared struggle. Adulthood isolates us into routines, work, home, responsibilities. Friendship now requires intentionality, emotional risk, consistency, and most people are exhausted, so connection becomes optional. But emotionally, it is essential. If you struggle to make friends, it doesn't mean you are broken. It means your nervous system is protecting you. It means your inner child remembers something painful. It means you learned survival, not connection. And survival mode blocks intimacy. Work is not be more confident. The work is heal the belief that you are not worthy of connection. Regulate your nervous system. Practice safe vulnerability. Tolerate small moments of rejection. Because rejection is not death, it is direction. Not everyone is your person, and that's okay. Imagine walking into a room and not performing, not proving, not shrinking, not overthinking, just being. And allowing the right people to recognize themselves in you. Friendship is not found by becoming more impressive. It is found by becoming more real. And the moment you stop trying to be liked is the moment you become relatable. Don't struggle to make friends because you are unworthy. You struggle because somewhere in your story, connection once hurt. Heal that and watch your world change.